Dominic.
Thank
you for joining me today.
Shut the fuck up. Don't you need a mic pack? How's that work?
You can hear me, I can hear you on that one.
Okay.
It's a confined space. So, today we're doing a film review.
Shut the fuck up. I want to do that.
All right.
It's my fucking show.
All right, fine.
God.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. All right. Hi. Yes, today we are. Well, Josh wanted to talk about you wanted to talk about Alien Covenant.
I did.
A film that came out earlier this year. It is a prequel. No, I'm sorry, a sequel to a prequel. The prequel being fucking shit. Prometheus. And okay. First of all, let's talk about the Alien series
as a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you feel? When did you first see the original Alien?
When I was a child, and it gave me nightmares.
Okay, and Aliens, did you see them in order or?
No.
No.
Because I couldn't watch the originals; they were way too dark for me. And that's kind of your realm. I think you probably enjoyed them as a young whippersnapper. You were probably like, "This is my shit." I don't know, but I didn't really fall into Alien until Predator versus Alien, and I liked that movie a lot because Predator is the shit.
Yeah, that would be a good time to note, dear viewer, that Josh is not a horror or anything expert. I'm the horror guy. I'm the monster guy.
I'm a science fiction expert.
Okay.
I'm not wearing my Star Trek shirt. I should be wearing it. Fuck. I forgot.
Well, no one cares. That's the thing.
All right.
My show, when I first saw Alien, it was actually on TV. It was censored, and I remember it was a big deal for me to see the chest bursting scene.
Yeah.
Big deal. I woke my dad up when it happened. Because he told me about it, and so I woke him up, and it was a big deal, and I thought it was awesome, and I love the original. It's my favorite in the series. That's my favorite because it's really just a horror film, monster in a confined space, picking people off. That's all it is. Mm-hmm. A nice update of it. And then later on, I saw Aliens. I loved it. Again, I saw it on CV, which is strange.
CV? TV? TV?
I saw it on Celevision, yes.
Celevision.
I saw it on TV.
Okay.
Okay. No, Aliens I liked a lot. It's one of my favorite action horror hybrids of all time. And Alien 3 I like. I don't love. I don't hate it. And I like Alien Resurrection, even though it's deeply flawed. AVP, God, there's so many of these fucking movies.
I think there's like 9 now.
Well, okay, well, we'll count later. I can't count. I can't do that.
Yeah.
I like Alien versus Predator, even though most people hated it when it came out. I liked it.
I liked it.
Fans were really pissed off about the PG-13 rating.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, I don't think about stuff like that, so...
This is what I mean when I say he's not a real horror geek. So he doesn't care about the details, He's not really an artist like I am.
No.
Okay, so then there's AVP2, Requiem, which is okay. Wasn't crazy about it myself.
I don't think I saw that.
Well, that's okay. That's okay.
Thanks.
Prometheus. Okay, you did see Prometheus, right?
Yeah, I really liked it, but you hated it, so I'd like to know why you hated it.
Okay, I'd like to know how you knew that I hated it, because
You said you just said you hated it just a minute ago.
No, I didn't.
You were like, you said something that regarded it as trash of some form, I think. No?
Check the tape.
We'll check tape.
The prequel being fucking shit. Prometheus No, I didn't say I hate. No, I like Prometheus.
Okay.
Again, it's flawed, somewhat deeply, but I liked it. And so this is the sequel to that. I really liked. I like the idea anyway to go back further, even though it's a sequel. It dives further back into the history of the xenomorph. And we also see the neomorph. I found out what that was called. The pale white alien creature.
Yeah, I saw that one in the. Yeah.
It's also in Prometheus or something similar to it. I do question the whole idea of essentially it felt like a remake of Alien, the first one.
Yeah.
It's the same structure. This people going out. They're in outer space. They pick up a rogue signal. And but of course the whole thing is basically a setup.
Yeah.
But I guess we shouldn't spoil it. You know what? Fuck it. Spoilers.
This is a spoiler. We're fucking spoiling
We're
this shit.
spoiling.
Fuck you. It's going down. It was a year ago. You haven't seen it yet. You're stupid.
Right. You still haven't seen AVP 2 though.
Yeah, I know. So I'm an idiot.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
It's okay.
That's okay. Hey, it's all right. Okay, let me ask you this. Even though it's a retread of Alien, it does have its own ideas. What parts of the film were you into the most?
I was most shocked that Danny McBride survived.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was expecting him to eat it.
I thought he was going to eat it. There was a specific scene at the beginning when he's out in the yellow submarine thing, and he's fixing the awning that apparently helps him have power. And he's coming back, and all this signal's happening.
The recharge sails, yeah.
Yeah, and I thought he was going to die right there. Because it would make sense he would die right there. Because I thought it was going to be like one of those really expensive cameos where he's in it for like 15 minutes. Like Steven Seagal in that one movie a long time ago. He was in it for like the first 15 minutes, and he gets his head cut off and he's dead. I was really hoping that would happen to Danny McBride.
You wanted him to die immediately.
I think he's funny, so I'm glad he lasted as long as he did, but watching Danny McBride act seriously is difficult for me.
Well, I was surprised that his character really wasn't that humorous. He didn't have the many comedy lines.
This was his agent getting him a gig so that he could branch out into things that weren't so comical.
So you spoke to Danny's agent, and he said, I'm trying to get him in more serious fare.
Yeah.
Well, no, he didn't, but I guess that's something that he's trying to do.
I think every actor/comedian who goes through the ringer eventually gets told you should do science fiction because it'll expand you to a different audience. My thing is that he's a Southern actor.
And the acting was fine all around. I'll be honest, it took me a little bit to even realize that David and Walter, played by the same actor, Fassbender, the bender of the Fass. And but again, he was good. No huge complaints there. My only complaint is the way this film kind of turns the alien universe upside down and gives all of the power to a human or a droid.
An AI.
Right. I'm not crazy about that. I kind of preferred it the way it was before.
Where the alien destroys everyone and kills everything and wins at the end?
No, not win, but before it was a part of nature. It was in its own thing.
Yeah.
Even without the predator mythology, where the predators are in control of the aliens, up to Alien 3 or even Alien Resurrection, we're led to believe that the xenomorphs, they have their own caste, their own species.
Language.
Right. They exist out in outer space.
They're not a pit.
Right. Like a certain animal would exist in the jungle.
Yeah.
Away from
tiger, if you will. A giant insect tiger.
An insect tiger, if you will. Away from humans. But here, this big spoiler is that an android essentially created the xenomorphs, which is a pretty big twist, I have to admit. I just don't like the fact that it subverts the alien world, if you will. Do you know what I mean by that?
It's like new writers came in and they're like, well, let's make this more of a human success story. But they don't succeed through their own humanity, they succeed through their technological inventions.
Right. I'm surprised that Ridley Scott would be okay with that kind of plot twist.
Was he really involved in this one? Or is it more like a LucasArts thing?
Well, he directed it.
Did he like full on direct it, or was it?
It says directed by Ridley Scott, so.
I mean, I like the direction they've gone because visually they're stunning.
Puppeteer work, the set design, everything. H.R. Geiger's designs, which they use in this film. Geiger designed the xenomorph, all of the weird spaceship stuff. It's truly incredible if you watch some of the behind-the-scenes stuff. Yeah.
My question for you is the very last scene. He's clearly David, and everyone finds it out when he puts what's-her-name down to sleep. She's like, no, David! Ah! And then he's like, gotcha, bitch. And then he walks into the room where everyone else is sleeping.
Right.
And he opens the drawer with all of these pods. I guess they're embryos.
Yeah.
For future generations of humans.
Yeah.
And he regurgitates 2 eggs that are the
xenomorph
eggs.
Yeah, right.
And he puts them in the drawer very neatly, like they're his socks or his underwear. And he's like, this is for you and this is for you. And he shuts the drawer.
Yeah.
When he shuts the drawer, it shuts and he starts walking down the aisle and all of these others light up. Are they being contaminated at that very moment?
No, I wouldn't think so. It doesn't happen that quickly.
Alright. It seems like it does in some cases when the alien
they change
spit
it
on you all of a sudden.
Yeah, they change it around.
Or dust in the air made that guy sick.
Yeah, they play around with that. There's some inconsistency there, but I mean, I did like the ending, ending. Just like you said, there's more than one. And the same thing happens in Aliens, in the second film, which, again, the execution there is way better, in my opinion. Aside from the main girl, starts with a D, her character's name, Daniels. She's the one character we kind of get to know, but all the others are interchangeable. I swear to God. You've got Danny fucking Eastbound, whatever his name is.
Yeah, and the 2 people that died at the very end who were on the ship the whole time, and they were like married. The white guy and the white guy.
Yeah, who the fuck were they? I mean, the only reason that Tennessee stands out is because of who plays him. Other than that, the character of Tennessee is it's a cut and paste kind of deal. He's fairly generic. They don't do anything to the character to make him stand out. So really, the people are just like cardboard cutouts. Even Prometheus, I thought, had better character development than this one.
Well, yeah, but it had a much more standout cast. Prometheus had Charlize Theron.
As far as names, yeah.
Yeah, and then she was kind of an antagonist in that film, but she plays a great antagonist. But then the black guy that she made whoopee to.
Mm-hmm. Was that Idris Elba?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
He's very famous. I don't know his name, but in circles.
The man is famous. He's very famous.
Very famous.
Famous man.
Yeah, famous man. But then the other actors were all very beautiful. Where I felt like in this film, they were okay. What did you think of the captain? Did you think he was kind of a puss?
No. I just thought he was boring like the other characters.
Mm-hmm. His decision making was definitely off point.
Yeah, is that why you thought he was a puss?
It was like he was very unsure of himself, and then he was constantly like, "Yeah, I think we need to go down there." And from the beginning, I'm like, the whole point of your mission is to get people to some Terra Nova planet way off, like 40 light years from where you are, and you're going to detour a life ship of all of these people who trust you to go check on a rogue signal. Like, sorry, man, but Captain's got orders. I'm chugging through that shit. I'm not going to stop at that planet.
Let me ask you a very sciencey question. What is a Terra Nova?
A new Earth.
You mean like terraformed?
Yeah, like a new Earth, or just an Earth in general.
Terra Nova, you sure about that?
I'm not sure. No.
Okay.
I read it the other day.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm looking that shit up.
Look it up. We'll put a YouTube link to people who need to find out.
No, don't do that. Don't help them. No, you don't deserve that.
You hear that?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
No, we'll let them figure it out.
Yeah. Terra Nova. It's also a TV series, which sucked, by the way. I read a science fiction book right now. It's really boring, but I'm finishing it because I'm a champion of finishing things. And they use it in that sense. They're like, this Terra Nova, a new Earth, is out here in the Orion Sector Nebula, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, okay, so that's how you use that word.
Yeah. Okay, so you're reading a piece of fiction, and you're... Okay, gotcha.
That's how I get my news.
Yeah.
Fictional science fiction books. That's how I get my news.
Yeah, that's the way you do it. If you want current news, you go to the library and you say, give me the science fictionals of the day, and they help you
That's
out.
exactly how I do it, too. And they pull up on an old school newspaper reel.
Yes. Yes.
And they reel through. Yeah, I'm kidding.
Let me ask you this, though. If you had a rating scale, let's say 1 to 5, what would you give Alien Covenant?
3.785.
Okay, I was hoping you would stick to the 0.5 system.
I gave it an extra
Quarter.
because of the scene where he drops the alien bombs on the other humanoids, where he comes over.
Oh, the flashback.
The flashback.
Right.
One, I love the crimson tone of the film
Yeah.
because that set us in the past. It did.
It's more of a sepia tone.
It was a sepia.
What are they? Oh, the.
It was like chemical warfare.
Right. I was trying to think. On the engineers. That's what they are.
Oh, the engineers.
That's what they are.
Bald people.
That's what they're called. Engineers
They
from
had a few
Prometheus.
Super athletic bald chicks in there.
Yeah.
I saw them mixing them up with some titties. That was nice.
Okay.
I appreciated Ridley doing that.
Let's not get too blue. Why you gotta get blue? Fuck you.
We'll put a sepia tone on it. It's okay.
It was sepia, by the way.
Sepia.
It was
Sepia.
toned in sepia, and I thought that was a cool little scene. It was kind of creepy, actually.
It was a creepy scene.
Yeah, because up to that point, we don't see David in that light. You know?
He was always like, "Thank you for putting my head back on my body." And
Yeah, it's very nice for
yeah,
an
he was a very
android.
polite
Yeah,
fellow.
nice android.
he turned.
Heel turn. That's a wrestling term. Are you familiar with the term heel? Like bad guy?
I think so. I'm very familiar with the term fishhook and crossface. That's another term I know. Crossface.
Okay, well, there's a cross-faced chicken wing, you know.
The fishhook.
I would recommend it just for entertainment purposes. Pure entertainment purposes. It's not a groundbreaker. It's not... If I were to rank out the entire Alien franchise, including AVP, including Prometheus, I don't think it would even end up in the top half.
No.
But it's still really entertaining. So, if you're completist, I'd say check it out.
What would you rate it? I gave it a 3.785.
I'd say
What'd you give it?
that's a bullshit rating. A 3.
3.
Yeah. You know, I say 5 because if you do like halves, then that's essentially a 1 to 10 rating. There are 10 options for ratings, including 0. But see, then you went and pulled this quarter bullshit. So now you're essentially rating a movie 1 to 20.
How did you watch it?
How did I purchase it with currency?
Yes.
I did buy it.
Like on DirecTV or?
No. I
You went to Amazon?
No. I didn't think to look there. Shit. I have a Prime account.
That'd have been good. It's not there, but that'd have been good.
Uh,
I think it's not there.
I watch it on the internet. I don't actually own it. I don't own the physical
Which sucks,
copy.
because the tangible product would fit really well right there on your shelf. Do you have an alien shelf?
An alien shelf?
Yes.
No.
You could fit all of them onto a shelf.
Yes. No, I own a lot of those films, and I own both Predators. Well, there are 3 now. There's going to be a 4th one eventually. I think. I don't know. Fuck. I don't know.
AVP4?
They haven't even made 3 yet, have they?
Oh, I don't know.
No,
You said to be a 4th.
No, I'm thinking of the Predator series. It started with, so I guess, Predator, Predator 2 with Danny Glover, which is underrated. Have you seen that one?
Yes, it was underrated.
I like that one.
Is that the one with Arnold?
That's Predator, the first Predator.
Original, but then there's a second one with Danny Glover. So I thought Danny Glover was in the first one too, but that was just another black guy. Right?
That was a different black guy, you racist.
It was a different black guy.
God.
Damn it.
Well, you know what I would have liked to see? It wouldn't have made any sense though, so never mind. But the Queen. The Queen. I like the alien Queen because it's, fucking huge.
She wasn't in this one.
No. Yes, that's what I just said. Yeah. Yeah. But it wouldn't have made sense though. It would have been cheap fan service. And really this whole movie is fan service because a lot of people didn't like Prometheus because there weren't aliens in it.
I thought it was a really good film though because it kind of expanded the story to, and it introduced new aliens.
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah.
What'd you call them? The what?
Oh, the Neomorph.
The Neomorph, but then the bald people.
Oh, the engineers.
The engineers. I really like the engineers as a race. And I hate that we haven't got to learn more about them.
Well, here's a little pop trivia for you, since you're kind of a horror dummy. In the original Alien, when they go into the ship LV-426, I think it is, you know how there's kind of a seat like this, and there's a huge creature, a dead one, sitting in it. Mm-hmm. They call it the space jockey. That's an engineer.
Interesting.
Yeah. Because the engineers were killed by the aliens that they sired. So
define sire.
Well, created. See, that's
so
what we learned in.
Created the alien.
Well, that's what we found out in Prometheus, but apparently not. If you go by Covenant, it was just a fucking android, and I like the other story better. But I don't know. Who knows what's canon, though? I mean, you can make anything your own canon. Meaning, I only watched the first 3 movies. Those are the only ones that exist in my universe.
Alien Covenant was made in 20...
I'll see you next time.